Yo, what's up, guys? Hmm, is that a baby Kentucky waterfall I see? Wait, what's a Kentucky waterfall? No, not there yet. Hashtag face gains are real? What are you talking about? My face looks largely the same, right? Hmm, maybe not. Hey, Jen. Honestly, you guys would know better than me. No, I'm not sunburnt. What's up, slot machine? Aspect ratio change. How did you win? Oh, the housing battle? I convinced my wife to wait for a house 6 months. Not giving yourself a lot of time there, but congratulations. I guess that's more time than you had. Is she gonna now just demand a baby? Nice. Housing crash in 7 months. Yeah, he just gave us the second top of the real estate bubble. It's house then baby, so that was included in the deal. Ugh, fucking normies. That is disgusting. Not you. Ew. We did Baby Then House. Also, that was 2009 for us. I'm convinced I'm destined to time the top of housing. I've been waiting to buy a house since 2022. Just keep waiting. You have to be you have to be patient if you want to be a bear. I missed 3.25% 30-year. We'll get there again 10 years from now. Yeah, just straight up owning a house is a good feeling. Being in debt on a house is dog shit, though. What are you gonna do today? What do you guys want to talk about? Someone wanted me to talk about Riley, but I don't know what to say. I said back here when we played options on it that it could run again and like their balance sheet can improve over time, but the risk was management. I think that's still the risk. They improved some of their projections, which drove the recent run up. Looks bullish on the long term charts. Starting to look like they're getting into some recovery, or at least people are believing in their recovery a little bit more. Still no dividend. Buying a house now without a significant down payment will put you underwater 100%. Yeah, yeah. Not value, just guaranteed. I'm here for bear hopium. Is that a thing yet or nah? I don't know. I kind of liked our close at the end of last week. We actually closed below VN for a change, which was cool. VN moved up. It's like 65 now or some shit. Like up here. So yeah, things are looking a little bit more bearish. What was it? 65.12. How about we just get some vol? Vol actually looked good into the end of last week. Starting to see a correlation turn up a little bit after flatlining for a few days. Maybe this Wednesday's Vixpiration. How could a rate cut be hawkish? They cut rates and then say they won't do it again. Like, remember the last rate cut towards the end of last year? Like, we're gonna leave this here because we think we may have overshot it a bit. Same thing. I know it's stupid. But the bond market's betting big that the Fed cuts. I also don't like how many market crash doomers are posting to YouTube this weekend. Putin's spanking of Trump went as expected. Putin probably got into the negotiation room, stripped naked, and then just taped the Epstein files around him like a loincloth. What happens when the Fed doesn't cut? A bunch of people get fucked really hard. Yields go up, overextended margin collapses. The fact that PPI was the highest ever recorded increase and the fucking yields barely flinched is not a good sign. Watch Trump announce the war in Ukraine is over. Market soars 3%. No, Putin's not going to give him that. Putin's a evil son of a bitch, but he's not a moron. Not by any means. Trump, on the other hand, moron. I don't think the war over would be bearish. Less weapons to sell. Oil prices would drop. Not that they have much more room to go down. How did BTC react? Not much. Still down a little, but not much. Yeah, we'll see what happens when futures opens. JPM was calling for like a dollar crash. Where do you think he gets the fiber in his diet? Who? Putin? Yeah, the market's regarded, but we're starting to see some signs of like, a pullback at least. Like gamma's thinned out a bunch to the upside. Neutrals are starting to rocket towards spot. Usually all of this kind of stuff is pretty corrective. Realized vols was super low. It's starting to bounce back. Yeah, HV's picked up pretty significantly. We could look at this value. Ooh, fancy. What? What's that? I'm not selling it. Market's still not pricing in much of a move, though. Mm-hmm. Aha. Macro. Yeah, call leverage fell off pretty hard with the SPXW expiration. I wonder if that was to the upside of spot. Looks like it was. Yeah, look at the call leverage that fell off. So that'll need to reposition. Seems like put leverage fell quite a bit from Thursday also. But I guess that's probably just the SPX. Delta on puts picked up a tiny bit. Overall leverage just kind of dumped. The market yearns to be 7 to 13% lower. Don't be put heavy. Calming? Oh, weird. The fuck? Multiple gamma maxes? Yeah. New strikes opened on the chain. Hate it when chains become bifurcated like that. So gamma neutral is still really around like 300 here, and gamma max is probably substantially higher, like 460 or something. Hmm. Damn, vol's gonna move up hard. I think most of that OI is for the September. Delta. Hmm. Yeah, this could get up to like 460, 470 before failing. Gamma max will fix itself once those in the money calls take profit and this curve normalizes. But yeah, that's something you have to keep an eye on. That's why we give you the gamma curve. So, you don't end up getting confused when something like that happens. It's an edge case that's really only fixed by time. But this will smooth out as spot stays up here, and then the whole entirety of the curve will readjust. But yeah, this is just like post earnings, and then new strikes opened, so you had all these calls go in the money, but they're fairly short dated, and then you had these calls come in at new high strikes. And it kind of creates a bifurcated profile. We've seen this happen on things, usually nothing with this big of a market cap, but we've seen this happen on like GME, Bull, Upstart. It's happened on a couple times. And yeah, this is the product of like the entirety of the options market repositioning. So what's kind of helpful there is, gamma neutral is fairly close to where gamma max is. But you definitely want to go look at the curve to try to get a feel for where the peak of gamma exposure is going to be, which right now is like 60, 70, or roughly the same amount of exposure. It's more bullish on Epic Pen's thick like that. You know it. So yeah, I mean, kind of interesting. Might have like another $10 on it if it's something you're interested in playing. Like volatility still looks like it's mm, is it climbing on Friday after it tanked? Not really. A little bit. Yeah, yeah. Vol was still climbing up a tiny bit on Friday, and there's definitely like a decent amount of call buying out at 460. I will say that it looks like it is running out of upside very quickly. Like the increases in volatility aren't looking super good for the short term. Like there's almost no bump in vol as it moves up to like 460 or 470. At least for the 919 expiration. So I would say if it gets that test, it's probably gonna fail. A lot of incentive to sell all this volatility out here and normalize the term structure. Because look at that. Look how fucked that is. Everyone's gonna want to sell the fuck out of like October, November, or October, December. I guess this doesn't have November options. Weird. The fuck? Okay. Yeah, no November monthly contract on this. But yeah, they're gonna want to normalize that because that's a huge IV bump. So that's gonna encourage a lot of call sellers to come in and probably profit taking. Bloom Energy. Is it on GS? No. Ooh. You want to buy it? It's only up 200%. It could definitely. It'll just keep going forever. There's like a cup and handle, which means you should probably expect a pullback to the 30s. What do you want to do with it? I got negative margins. I don't even know what they do. Solid oxide fuel based power generation platform. They make batteries. Hmm. Looks cyclical. Oh, look, the executives are selling. That should be bullish. Added someone to the board. Who sold? Oh, look, this guy's on the board of directors at C3AI. So, nice little mix of fraud tossed in there. Sales are up. Operating margin improved. Definitely cyclical, but improving over time. I don't know. If you want to go long on it, I'd wait for a discount. I think it's a little overpriced right now. It's only trading at, 9,500x to earnings. Should be fine. Also, like, very high beta. It's just energy sector exposure in general, though. Do you have any other commentary on it? What are you trying to do with it? You're trying to trade it, short it, buy it, snuggle with it? Ooh, I want to actually look at something. Still taking a hit on margins. What about debt? 2.1.9. So they decreased debt a little bit. Cash flows still suck. Debt payments are high. Pretty significant chunk of their gross profit. Been buying back? No. Oh, okay. EBIT growth looks good. Yeah, not terrible, but I would want it at a discount. I wouldn't buy it at these prices. I have 20,000 shares at 18, so it feels like it's time to trim. Oh, okay. Then, yeah, that seems pretty reasonable. So you got about 150% returns. Few Jefferies analysts say it's an underwhelming deal. Even if it was the best deal ever, the price they're trading at's absurd. At least relative to their fundamentals. I'm not gonna tell you what to do with your stock, but if it were me, I would definitely trim or cut my holdings. I mean, you can see from their earnings, it's like the improvements in their earnings are very cyclical. Their low points are rough, so doesn't seem like it'd be hard to buy it at a significant discount again. Especially if they have to ramp up capex to meet their side of the deal for Oracle, because that'll mean increasing their debt burden since they're not profitable yet. In the money covered calls. I don't know if I mean he's got 20,000 shares. It's gonna be hard to sell 200 fucking in the money CCs on this. I don't think it has all that much open interest. Uh, eh, no. Not a lot of in the money call open interest. You probably couldn't sell very deep in the money. Maybe like 36 or 39, but yeah, the options chain's kind of slim. It's not that bad though. There's like 13,000 calls at 45. We could add this actually. Yeah, I'll add it to Gamma Strike while we're at it. But yeah, maybe like the 35 or the 30 strike. If you sold enough theta, you could pull it off. But you're gonna get shitty fills. It's the equivalent of buying a protective put, so it's kind of. What's up, Thunder? Thanks, man. This last week was weird as fuck. Like, we got a new high Friday morning, but then closed at the bottom of the range, which doesn't look great. That was a bitch of a rejection off of the AM expiry contracts. Um, I don't know. Looks like it should fail. I mean, this doesn't look bullish. Yeah, no problem, dude. Wonder what happened with yeah, Fed Fund futures is still pricing out rate cuts. Skew. What'd skew do on Friday? Up a little. Interesting. So we're still seeing some demand on out of the money puts. Carry leverage is up. Hit its low last Monday. Local low. Forward yield on volatility is picking up too. So there's still an increased demand. What's interesting is that the short end, like leverage on the short end, is falling off. And the yen did pretty fucking well against the dollar this week. Nothing significant yet, but Japan needs to hike rates. That way the Fed doesn't have to cut. EXTR and ANET? No. Why would I go over these? What is this? Peripherals? What do you want to know about this? But the Swiss franc is up on the dollar. Also, I'm not really sure the Swiss independently can handle that much of a carry trade. Japan's got a much larger corporate banking infrastructure. Not that the Swiss are by any means small in that regard, but yeah, Swiss franc's $1.24 to the dollar. It's not really ideal for a carry, at least not yet. Japan hike, Fed hawkish cut. It's the same thing. Also, I think Swiss bonds are performing better. You can buy the companies making the shovels, but they're already up significantly. You would probably need to assess their valuation a bit, and then go from there. Because what's the year to date on this? This is up like 17% year to date, and that's up like 23% year to date. Not to mention being up, like fucking 130% from the lows in April. AG. I'm going to confirm a potential run to 11 this week or roll it out for more theta. From a technical perspective, I'm not a big fan of the gap up into two consecutive lower highs. That seems slightly bearish. Do I have any? We don't track this stock. If the dollar continues to underperform, though, I'm assuming they'll do fairly well. I would need to look into their like exposure, how much silver they're inventorying. Um, if you're trying to play precious metals through miners who generally lag price improvements, you need well, actually any miner will lag price improvements in the commodity that they extract. So um, you need to take like a very good look at their exposure and how much that they're gonna stockpile through a period of price improvement and how that's going to affect their valuation. Um, at least in the longer term, as far as the technicals go, doesn't look particularly great. Had news of a 100% price hike on Manjaro and ran a bit last week. Yeah, I heard about that. But they're still selling it for the same price. That's the stuff I take, the tirzepatide. The problem is people can just buy the drug from compounding pharmacies. Actually, I think I actually think that these weight loss drugs are not going to be such a great profit driver for these companies. I think they're going to be far more disappointing than people expect. Like, yeah, a lot of people are just going to buy them at sticker price, uncovered by insurance. But honestly, like, especially with the economy like not doing so great, consumer sentiment down, earnings down, a lot of people are just going to start going to compounders. Yeah, but you just ask your doctor for a script for getting it from a compounder. Or you fucking buy it online and they give you like a prescription service and have some fucking nurse practitioner write you the script for it. But it's like a quarter of the price, and then Lilly doesn't make shit. Shockingly, unless you make some sort of fundamental change to it, you can't really claim extensive ownership of an amino acid, especially one that's already produced naturally. With food so expensive, it's a great time to lose weight. Yeah, vegetables are up like 30%. Which is, I think it's really interesting, especially because so much of the success of these peptide drugs is baked into the prices of these pharmaceutical companies right now. But in reality, these drugs are really, really simple to make. They can be compounded pretty much anywhere. Even if they get a temporary ban on compounding, which would be hard to do. You can get it internationally. Like the Chinese will just make tons of it. Reddit's already all over reconstituting these peptides and just jamming them into themselves. I'm sure none of them will get heavy metal poisoning or anything. My wife was mailed free GLP. I think that weight loss thing you inject. Yeah. Because she signed up for a mailing list. It looks like the price hikes are in the UK though. Hmm. A 1 week price improvement on Lilly was about 7%, which also looks like a shift to defensives more broadly, but Lilly's kind of hard to track by its options chain. It's usually not too busy. Vol's pretty high. There's some out of the money interest like 730, 750. Yeah, 700 seems like a pretty important level here. Delta falls off hard to the downside, or to the upside rather. Um, so it might just kind of like chop around here a bit, and possibly pull back a little. Easy for it to get rejected here at least. What's up? I don't know what you wrote. You corrected a thing that you deleted. You mean the surface? This? It's the term structure and smile combined. So when you look over here, you have the vol smile for the next expiration. That's the same as this edge, like the leading edge. And then you have the next expiration, and then the next expiration, and the next expiration. And then this way you have the term structure of volatility at each strike. So it's just a way of viewing this and this on a 3D plane. So like when you look at term structure, that's your volatility at that strike projected into the future. So the 700 strike out across all expirations. So you see vol at 700 kind of dips into the end of September, then picks up a bunch in October into probably their earnings. Um, and then like here, you have your smile, which is your IV by strike. So IV by expiration, IV by strike, and then the surface is the combination of the two. So if there's like a part of the surface that you want to go look at, like say you want to go look at this spike in October vol on out of the money, um, down at like what is that, like that's between like 600 and lower. So you could drop this to like 6, and then you can bring this out to October. So you can see that between like the spike in volatility between like 550 and 500. And if you look here, you can also see that and see what volatility is at each of those strikes at that expiration. No problem. Yeah, Lily might continue to do okay. I will say that it's definitely at an inflection point at 700, but if it can break above it, it could probably squeeze off some of that gamma to the upside. 720 then, but yeah, I don't like the lack of delta between 700 and 720. It's kind of shit. Above 720, squeezy again, out to like 750. The only problem I have with this is Lily's options chain is generally a little slim, but this does look bullish. And if there's sector rotation and people are going to pharmaceuticals as defensive, despite me not thinking it is one, that could further accelerate price action. I don't know where Dork and JFresh are. Being stink bets. Yeah, no problem. Happy to help. Walmart? No, you can take a look at it. Ew. Looks like it's continuing to slide on the bad consumer data from Friday. Declining retail sales and rising import prices means that Walmart's probably eating a big chunk of their margins on their inventories. Not a great look. Macroeconomically speaking, that this doesn't look great either. Maybe a little support around here. Coming in on Friday. Yeah. Losing 100 would be probably pretty bad. Delta starts to slide negative pretty quickly down to like 95. That's not the right fucking price. This is like a made up price. Weird. That was the price of the other stock we were looking at. Yeah, I would say it could slide down to like 95, 94. Delta, if it loses 95, well, I guess loses 94 would be more important there, but back to 90. Volatility's fallen off a little bit on the 30-day, slowing down. Definitely an opportunity for short-dated vol sellers to come in. And longer dated. So there's a good chance that this like out of the money spike in volatility will continue to get sold off. And vol doesn't really pick up to the downside until like 90. So I would say, and that's probably the first place you'll find any decent put sellers. Interest round spots pretty flat, but maybe slightly skewed to the downside there on the 822. What about OPEX? Yeah, still a little skewed. So there's still some out of the money put demand coming in. Pretty easy to fall. Nice steep drop off in gamma all the way down to like 86, 87.50. Doesn't look bullish. What's on the Intel nationalization play? Answer me this. How does nationalization make Intel any better? I don't think it does. I don't think it solves any of their problems. If anything, it might make it worse. It doesn't? I'm waiting for the top. Well, Delta, the uptick in Delta and Gamma both fell off on Friday. Um, Contracted a little bit. Looks like there's pretty obvious resistance at 25. There is some Delta out to the upside of that, though. Volatility is elevated. Looks like selling 25 and above is highly incentivized right now. So maybe pull back to 20 a little bit. It's definitely still some out of the money interest though. Above 2650 is difficult, but look at this. Look at all this like far out of the money gamma that's coming in. I think if it starts breaking above like 30, it's just gonna squeeze. There's probably a shitload of short positions on it. So they might try to hammer it down, and then if demand persists, they're gonna get fucked. Are you still in ulti? I think I am. Yeah. My stop's at 580, which would be 30 cents profit per share plus however many fucking distributions I got since April. I don't know how many it is exactly. I think I finished buying around there. So I've gotten 17 payouts so far. So like I guess I'll end up making like $2 a share or something like that. If it gets cut. This is a great time to own ulti anyway, which is probably why you're seeing some of the NAV decline. Like realized volatility is in the gutter. Ivy isn't picking up super fast yet, and that's not beneficial for call sellers. Which is what that strategy does. It's basically like a buy right ETF. Would it be time to short Walmart before earnings? Maybe not. When's their earnings? Ooh, yeah, probably. It's this Thursday. You might be able to play the continued sell-off into earnings. If expectations are trimming, it might make that move down to like 95 or 87 before the earnings print. That's kind of where the options market's leaning towards, so. But they've got all those billions of dollars to build competitive fabs. Why wouldn't... I don't think Intel's business model is in the chip game anymore. I think it's just becoming a domestically domiciled TSMC with more government subsidization and make chips for other people. Yeah, but they're like 6 years into some of their Arizona fabs. They still don't have any employees for them. But they should have the lithography to compete with TSMC because they'll have infinite funding from the U.S. government. Yeah, I know. They slowed them, and I know. I'm aware they stopped the European one, but the U.S. ones were closer to completion anyway, and that was because of the CEO transition and shit. They still have fuck tons of money. Don't delude yourself into thinking that they're not sitting on any cash or anything. And if the U.S. government owns a stake in them, that's gonna pretty much guarantee that they never go out of business, right? Although, again, really weird that the Republican Party is so deeply invested in socialism. The People's Chips, yeah. The Yugo was a great car. When someone thinks of a computer chip, they think of an AK-47. Ooh, look, it's Dork.
Yo,
What's up, Dorcas?
not much. Just eating a PB&J.
Nice. Is that your
Yeah.
is that your preferred post-masturbation sandwich?
Oh yeah. It's got carbs, sugar, all
Yeah.
the good stuff.
Protein.
Mm-hmm.
Protein. You have you made any sprouted wheat bread yet?
I have not.
You could turn your poop into gravel.
Yeah, I've been looking at the whole wheat shit. It's tempting, but it's expensive to get into.
Is it?
Well, yeah, like if you want to get like whole wheat, like grain.
Oh. Oh, because you have to have like some other fucking hipster in Birkenstocks mill it for you.
Or you get your own mill and you wear your own Birkenstocks.
Oh Jesus Christ! If you put a mill in your garage, we're getting a divorce.
They make one that's about the size of like a coffee grinder,
I know. I've seen it.
but they're like fucking $600, dude. It's crazy.
It's like what espresso grinders cost. Any kind of high precision grinding equipment is always expensive.
Yeah, it's nuts.
Yeah.
Let's get a mortar and fucking pestle.
You should just carve a wheel out of stone and then buy a goat to pull it. Or you could like
I attach
you
it to
could
a stream and make a water wheel.
hook it up to your mountain bike and bike around in circles while milling your grains.
It's not a bad idea.
What do you think of Trump trying to get a ownership stake for the U.S. government and Intel?
I don't know.
I think the business just needs to transform away from making chips entirely. Well, making their own chips, because they fucking missed the boat.
Yeah, probably.
They probably just do what TSMC does and make everyone else's chips, but in the U.S., so they don't have to pay tariffs. That's what Trump's gonna
they can make
do.
good chips.
He's gonna tariff international. He's gonna tariff like international imports of chips from TSMC 300%, and then give all the business to Intel because he'll have a stake in them. And if they don't like
if
the
it happens, it'd be crazy bullish. Yeah.
if you don't like the chips Intel makes, get fucked.
Yeah. No, it sounds bullish for Intel on the whole.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I don't hate it on the whole.
I wouldn't mind having a precious metals hedge right now. I have gold exposure. Like a chunk of it. Yeah. Just because I think
Gold's never a bad
I
idea.
just think the dollar is gonna crash.
I mean, yeah, honestly, well, because the dollar is naturally dilutive. I mean, it's just not a bad idea to have some sort of tangible asset. I mean, whether it's gold or oil or fucking lithium or whatever, who cares?
Yeah, well, I have other commodity exposure too, but
Yeah, exactly. That's smart.
I mean, if the
Like, I'd be
dollar
at least 40%
if
commodities right
the
now.
if the dollar tanks, commodities are valued largely. All the commodities you care about are valued in USD, which means that the value of those commodities is going to skyrocket.
Yeah. Well, it's also a
So
limited resource.
yeah. Oh, how good will oil at 150 a barrel be for inflation? You think?
Uh, you know, my napkin estimates tell me not very good.
We're all going to be bicycling to the Intel factory to pick up our domestically made chips in the chip line.
Dude. You know, it's the funniest thing, dude. Like, we bitch so much about the price of gas, right? As a
Yeah,
country,
it's so
it
cheap.
pretty much defines our political landscape, right? The price of gas like literally defines who like if a president is in office and the price of gas goes up, their odds of getting reelected decrease dramatically, right?
Mm.
Well, why doesn't some president show up who is willing to start initiatives for things like a robust public transit system in every major metropolitan area?
Because they start talking about that and the price of gas goes up and then they don't get reelected. Also, ExxonMobil like calls their family in the middle of the night and asks if they want to keep living.
Well, dude, like, I mean, if that could be done, then the price of gas wouldn't mean fuck all. Because the price of
ExxonMobil
public
wants
transit barely
gas
goes
to
up.
be cheap too because their infrastructure supports a specific amount of output and they want to sell quantity over quality. Like they don't like the oil and gas industry doesn't really care about significantly increased margins. They care about meeting the demand required for their infrastructure so that it remains operable.
Yeah, it's liquidity, but not like financial liquidity, like actual oil
Demand. They
liquidity.
need demand.
Yeah,
Yeah. If demand
yeah,
dries up, they get fucked. It doesn't matter how
yeah.
expensive oil gets.
True. Yeah, so I guess they would kill your family for trying to do public transit.
I've always said that Donald Trump was more like Stalin than Hitler. I've been saying that since January or February, I guess. He's got a lot of Stalin vibes. Criminal, poorly educated, um, insecure, doesn't understand science. It's very, very Stalin-esque.
You know,
It's okay.
the thing,
All the people in Russia didn't starve to death, right? During
like, the
during
thing with Stalin is that he was like
not an
he
idiot.
never there was never a taco from Stalin. He never chickened out. He had a
No,
lot of follow through.
yeah, yeah. He followed through
When
on
it came to killing
literally,
tens of millions of people, he had a
literally
lot of follow
everything.
through.
He did.
Yeah. Yeah, he didn't hesitate. He just murdered the populace, you know?
Well, they were eating too much food, and there wasn't a lot of food, so
Yeah.
yeah, it was logical. It was crazy.
Yeah.
Stalin was handsome as a lad, though. Hmm. I guess. I don't know. I don't know if I've seen young Stalin.
125.
I'm looking up young Stalin right now. Looks like a hipster. He's got like a fucking ascot and fluffy hair. Fucking Stalin was rocking the broccoli head before it was even popular.
Yeah, dude, he was mad busting for real on God.
Mussolini was all peacocking and no substance, much like Donnie. Yeah, but Mussolini was in charge of Italy, which is very different from being in charge of a superpower.
Yeah, being in charge of Italy is like being in charge of I don't know, Kansas City. Yes, I may have just called Italy the Kansas of Europe.
Kind of is. It's like an agrarian society filled with old people.
Yeah, they all smoke and drink wine every day and eat fucking 6 pounds of bread a day, and they're all rail thin and live to be like 9,000 years old.
Yeah, like the Greeks. The Greeks do that too.
Yeah, smoking cigarettes straight into the grave at 100.
Yeah. It's the whole foods and lack of butter and sugar in their diets.
Dude, that was my favorite thing about Europe was just that fresh baked bread was just right around the corner everywhere you went.
Dude, I was at the store last night, and I'm doing the healthies right now, so I'm like reading the nutrition labels of things I buy. There's this fucking bread that had 24 grams of sugar per serving, 2 slices.
Jesus, dude.
It's
That's
like
insane.
literal Snickers bar.
That's insane.
And it was being like marketed as being like healthy bread.
Dude. That's what I mean. Honestly, like that was one of the things. Like I got this sourdough from like the bakery at the Winco near my house, and I was like, this stuff's probably good because they're baking it. And then like I looked at the ingredients list, I was like, holy shit! Like, just fucking like 28 ingredients for a loaf of bread, and then like and you know, at this point, I had gotten that starter from my mom, and I was starting to cultivate it, and I just like was like looking at recipes for lean bread, and it's like, yep, just salt, water, and flour, and I was like, what the fuck, dude? I don't need my bread to be shelf stable for fucking 6 years. I want good, wholesome bread, and I don't want to have to spend $7 at a foofy Birkenstocks wearing hipster bakery to get it.
All right. No, he's
So yeah,
not.
I just bake it myself.
He's not eating Ezekiel bread. Nobody should ever eat that.
What is that?
It's terrible.
I'll take your word for it.
It tastes like bird food mashed into a loaf.
Ugh.
Yeah.
That's what like when I did 100% rye loaf one time, and that's pretty much what it tasted like.
Mm, mm.
But rye also just has that flavor.
It's too much sprouted grain. It's disgusting, Jen. It's also made by crazy religious people.
Yeah, I want to get to whole wheat and do like
I don't need.
like
I don't.
I saw this beautiful loaf that was 125% hydration. I was like, that's nuts. I want to do that.
I forgot to tell you. Worst case scenario, you can bribe Malta and get citizenship for $1 million USD. I can move it, like open a satellite of Gamma Strike in Norway and just get citizenship that way. Or I have birthright citizenship in Italy and Ireland. I don't think I'm hurting for paths to citizenship. I just don't want to like pack things and have to deal with movers.
Moving out of the country to and across the Atlantic is probably a little more complicated than like say moving 2 states down or
I
something.
think I just put all my shit in the street and light it on fire and then hop on the airplane.
Isn't that what most people in New York do anyways when they have too much stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
Well,
getting a new couch, take the old one, put it on the street, light it on fire.
you just throw it out the window.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Uh, I'm not kidding. When I was a little kid, that's how I used to get rid of furniture. You just push it off the fire escape. Can't do that. You can't do that nowadays, but
People ever get killed from falling couches and shit?
oh yeah, yeah. Air conditioners and
That's wild.
couches. Also the like facade of buildings just like falling off on people.
Jesus, dude.
Back in my day. Yeah. That's not bad. I wonder how many cubic feet of shit I have. I have like 100 cubic feet of books.
Wait, but if you move to Italy, trading for you is going to start at what is it, like 7 p.m.?
Yeah, it's perfect at the end of my day. And then I can just trade until I fall asleep.
But that's prime, like, going out on the town time for Italy is like from like 10 p.m. to 2 a.m.
I could do that in the early part of the day.
Well, but there's the clubs don't open in the early part of the day. And I know you love your, I don't know what the New Jersey is of
You
Italy,
know how
but I know
fun
you
going to
want to
the
go there.
clubs would be after you just slate it on SPX spreads?
I don't know. What's the New
Me
Jersey
either.
of Italy? Is it Naples?
It's just all of Italy.
He's gonna go to like, yeah, you're gonna go to some seedy nightclub in Naples and talk hella shit in Italian to some chick, and then you guys are gonna make out on a Italian version of a pool table. I don't know what they play in those
I don't
bars.
think they play. I don't think they play pool.
Do they do anything besides sit there, look sexy, and smoke cigarettes?
Italian women?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they nag you. They also move their mothers in with you.
Oh. Okay.
And
I
they
mean, I
have
wouldn't be opposed to that if they make good food.
their mothers.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like good food under the onus of constant guilt. So, it's there's no free lunch.
I see.
100
Shit.
cubic feet is about 10 boxes. Okay, so I have about 180 boxes of shit.
180
The,
boxes of shit?
yeah, the last time I moved, I'd use a 24-foot truck.
Yeah, you're gonna have to basically throw all that shit into a freight container.
No, I just burn it. Maybe I could auction
Just
it
buy new
off.
shit?
Yeah. Why the fuck? I mean, if I was gonna move to Europe, why would I want my American things with me?
Uh, uh, I don't know.
I'll move everything for a gamma stray cat. What are you gonna rent a dinghy and row it across the Atlantic for me? Please say yes. One shipping container. I could definitely fit all of my shit, probably in half a shipping container. But
Yeah.
let's just say one.
That would only cost like what, 12 grand to move across the Atlantic?
Yeah, about.
But then you have to transport it once it gets to port, which is another like 4 grand.
Preferred country of choice. Oh, doesn't matter.
Amsterdam.
Wherever I could most quickly renounce my US citizenship, because I'm not paying those fuckers taxes if I move. Have you ever looked at the map of countries in the world that tax you when you don't live there? It's just the US.
Girk, you ever been to Amsterdam?
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
If you like bicycles and weed.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, exactly.
why do you think I like it?
I know.
If we need GS to be headquartered in Amsterdam, I will take the bullet of having to move there, okay?
I'm sure you will.
Yeah. Regrettably, you know.
Austrian, German, or Danish passport. I don't want to live in Austria because it's kind of like the asshole of like Europe. Like when you go east of Austria, it's just Eastern Europe.
Yeah, let's just go to Romania at that
And
point.
then the
Why
only
not?
place that looks appealing is wow. I just drew a blank. Strong blank.
I don't know
Vienna,
anything about
thank you.
Austria. Yeah.
Yeah, and Vienna's just like shoved into Slovakia, which I don't want to be anywhere near. I don't want to be near the Russians. That's why I like Ireland, because it's far from the
Gert,
Russians.
think about wearing a tracksuit. You would look great in a tracksuit.
I would.
You know, squatted over with a bottle of cheap beer. Because apparently chairs don't exist.
I hear Toronto's beautiful this time of year. I thought about moving to China. That way I can buy actual shares of Chinese companies.
Why not Mongolia?
Why would I want to live in Mongolia?
Because you like the northern sort of latitudes.
No. Wait, do I?
You're in New York. Basically the North Pole.
I've thought about Tokyo too. But they don't like me. Because racist.
No xenophobia.
Whatever. It's both. Also, traditional Asian people just dislike me generally because I'm loud and obnoxious.
What about Canada?
Ew.
It's like a one hour drive to Ontario.
The fuck is wrong with you, man?
I don't know. A lot. Or Costa Rica?
I'm there all the time. Tokyo loves white people. I've been farted on by some old World War II Japanese grandpa. Is that how they express true love? My sister got bit by a moose. Why was she touching a moose?
Do you want to hear a reenactment of the dude getting farted on? Sorry, I had to.
The Nordics are nice until it's winter. I hope you hate the sun. Well, we already know I do. It's not like Austria has like a super temperate climate or anything. It gets cold as shit there too.
I just popped open the stream and I just saw that Intel gamma curve. That's pretty interesting.
Also, I have to learn their weird version of German. And live in the Midwest of Europe.
Well,
What?
I don't know. Markets, yeah.
Yeah, I was looking. Did you see the options macro? Doesn't look good.
For what, the most recent one?
Yeah.
I think I looked at it, but yeah, there was like the calls that fell off. Yeah.
That was a big drop in out of the money call interest. I don't really care about the rest of it, but the out of the money drop off in leverage was nasty. Also, the like in the money drop in Delta, not so great.
Yeah.
I think things might be getting a little bearish. We'll see how futures opens.
I think I don't know about bearish, but apprehensive is I think a better word for it.
Because everything's bad.
Exactly.
Hmm.
The thing is,
I feel like that's not really sinking in though, because we're still pricing a 90% chance of a Fed cut in September.
Well, yeah,
although
because of the political pressure.
Although I do think that could get priced out this week because Daddy JPow's getting live on camera. Yeah, I know. I know. I made the same noise when I heard.
I don't know, dude. I mean, what do we got? So jobless claims on Thursday. Some housing shit, some auctions.
You think he cuts rates at Jackson's Hole?
That would be nuts. I don't think he's going to do that. If he does that,
Why?
then we're going to have a financial crisis.
He fucking raised rates at Jackson's Hole.
No, he didn't. He just said Volcker 16 times.
I thought they did a rate hike.
No, it wasn't an emergency rate hike.
It's not an emergency. It's a Fed meeting.
At Jackson's Hole, it's not an official Fed meeting.
It's a monetary symposium.
Yeah, but
all of the Fed is there.
They're not gonna. No, they're not.
The FOMC is present.
They're not. Eric, they're not gonna.
What if they do?
If they do, then it's a fucking financial crisis. That's an emergency cut.
Fine.
Like that would be like that. Yeah, that's basically showing your hand that everything's fucked if they do that.
Everything is fucked.
Well, yeah, but right now everyone's pretending everything's great because I mean, technically speaking, we've had one data point that looks super duper 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 stagflationary, but it's not enough.
You mean 3 consecutive data points that are stagflationary?
Look, the leading indicators and the current indicators all pointing to stagflation isn't enough yet. We need the leading indicators to point to stagflation and the current indicators to be in a trend towards worse stagflation for people to actually get sad.
Yeah, you have to have 12 months of consecutively bad data before the Fed's like, oh shit, this is bad. Wait, what's overnight repo looking like? Is it drained yet?
I don't know. I don't think it matters.
I do.
Why does it matter?
What do you mean?
That's just overnight lending. I mean,
it's down to 33 billion because the TGA is refilling, and when the overnight repo is empty, you fucking that's the end of quantitative tightening.
We haven't been tightening for like 2.5 years, Girk.
We've been pretending to. I mean, the Fed's been rolling off their balance sheet still at a much slower rate. I
guess. What's the
but that's only
because
ever since April they've had to step in and provide liquidity because the fucking prime dealers can't float the boat.
They want to see something fun?
That's just a picture of your penis again.
Probably. Where's the chat? There we go. All right. I'm gonna post this right here. There you go.
Ooh, did you hear my thesis about corporate credit spreads being the reason that the bubble's gonna blow up?
You mean my thesis?
No, it's my thesis.
Fuck off.
This is high yields. This is garbage.
No, this is just spreads between AAA, triple B, and then AAA and high yield. The red one's high yield, yeah, and those spreads are collapsing, but I think it's because of the bad reasons, not the good reasons. Same with the triple B, AAA is because of the bad reasons. So basically, what these are, Cool Daddy, is these are the relative spread. These are the spreads in effective yield for AAA and other asset classes. So we have AAA and triple B as the green line because those are both quote unquote high quality. I mean, triple B is arguably okay quality. And then you have AAA and high yield, which is the red line, which is basically like your junk bonds and their relative spread to AAA. So what we're seeing right now is these spreads are doing some dippity doo-dahs, and the spreads on AAA, you'll notice they're as low as they were during the helicopter money era of 2021. So that is interesting, and it could be for two reasons. One of them is that the high quality stuff, the AAA, is dropping in yield. Or no, yeah. No, sorry, it's that the low quality stuff is dropping in yield, which would make the spread fall, or it could be that the high quality stuff is increasing in yield, right? And if you think about these as like lending rates, you could see that a higher lending rate would mean higher risk. And the reason why the green line is dropping so much is that the higher quality credit is increasing in relative yield or effective yield, sorry. So it's a little bit of sad faces going on. People are sort of starting to price risk into these otherwise really good assets. But Girk, my thesis is actually that the ABS and the slabs market are going to blow out the credit spreads, which will lead to the sad times. Yeah, everyone says slabs is the highest, like the lowest risk debt you could lend for, and I call bullshit on that. And I have a feeling it's levered to the absolute tits,
So
and it's gonna be fun.
mine's a little different. I don't care about slabs at all because all of that shit's just gonna keep getting deferred. And it'll be subsidized by the government, like the interest costs. But
So like medical debt.
yeah. But I do think that the capex spend that's projected for the hyperscalers over the next like 5 to 6 years is going to force debt issuance out of like Microsoft, Apple, Meta, Google, Oracle, to the tune of about like $5 trillion, and that slightly higher yield debt is going to drive liquidity away from U.S. Treasuries, and then boom goes the bubble.
What the fuck? Okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. They're talking about 5 trillion in capex in order to build out the data and power infrastructure necessary for these data centers. And we already saw like 1/4 of that capex just recently. That can't come out of their revenues. They don't have enough. So they're gonna have to finance it. And if they all continue to try to compete with each other for the number one space, they're all going to need to issue debt simultaneously across the higher quality debt, so all the AAA. And that's going to push AAA yields up, which is going to create a massive spread between corporate AAA and UST, because UST is no longer AAA. And UST is going to get fucked.
Hmm.
The faster the Fed cuts, the more explosive that'll be.
Well, that does make sense, but no, no, yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense. But you're basically saying that instead of what I'm saying is that the real economy sucks, and what you're saying is that the fake economy of chips also sucks, but it sucks more than the real economy.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, two sides of the same coin. I mean,
Well,
either way sounds plausible to
you
me.
have to remember that like 47% of the real economy's savings are just tech equity.
Yeah,
So
and I also know that
this is the qualitative versus quantitative discussion we were having about capital in the chat the other day. Like, what's more important, the qualitative value of capital or the quantitative value? From a philosophical perspective.
Hmm.
Yeah, I thought you'd like that.
I'd like to read it, but I don't want to participate in it.
No, there was no reading. It was just a discussion.
Yeah, I'd like to read that discussion. I just would not like to participate in it.
Oh. I was trying to explain to people that people who think qualitatively have a hard time being bulls when assets are valued, or people who think quantitatively have a hard time being bulls when assets are being valued qualitatively. I'm trying to shake out some of the pickle jar's atrocious biases. And the best way to do that is by sunning their biases taint directly in the sun.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, though, like, I just think of people with student loans out, and I'm like, how many of them own homes?
They're not going
Right?
to
How
lose
many of
their
those homes are on
homes because they're
mortgages?
defaulted on student loans, though.
Well, yeah, but like the thing is how many of them have a net asset value that is equal to or greater than their student debt?
Dude, no one pays their student loans. What kind of world are you living in where people pay their bills? If you have
The
like
world
no,
where,
if you have no money, the first thing you're not paying is your student loans.
well, yeah,
Then your car, then your home.
well, yeah, yeah.
And if you're
I know. That's why I
smart,
said
your
auto.
home and your home and then your car.
Well, that's why I said. Well, that's why I said auto ABS was going to be the thing. Either that or slabs.
Carvana's still like not looking too hot.
Well, like what would happen if every American who has student loans just decided collectively, I don't want to pay this anymore?
Then the government bails out the banks. Well, banks net like interest income declines really sharply, and
Yeah.
then the government bails them out like we do every time.
Yeah, and they do that in your case too.
No, there's no bailout in my case because the corporate will drive illiquidity in the treasury market to points where the U.S. can't issue debt without going into a deflationary spiral.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That sounds
The
bleak
problem
as
with the problem with yeah, I know. But the problem with slabs is that they really don't have any like significant effect on yields, and they have no effect on the MBA market. So I feel like even if 100% of Americans defaulted on their student loans, like we probably wouldn't see like heavy betting on bond failure.
No, but we would see a lot of illiquidity in the money market.
It would definitely fuck up the prime dealers a little bit.
Yeah.
But I mean, the interest payments from student loans relative to the interest payments from mortgages, to which they are far more exposed, is a lot more significant. And also, like, defaults in student loans are already subsidized to some degree anyway. That was the job of the U.S. Department of Education. Oh, wait.
Well, I'm just thinking though, Girk, about student loans though, right? And their position in the credit market.
Do you have student loans?
No. I'm
You
very fortunate not to have them, but it
you should
required a
have.
lot of sacrifice.
Rates were
to
so
make that
low.
happen. Yeah, but I mean, I'm also my credit score is also through the roof. So even though I just got a house,
I had student loans that I didn't pay for like 10 years, and my credit score is still through the roof. That's touche.
well, I'm also just not a little welfare queen like you. Okay.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, you heard
I
me.
qualified for that financial aid.
You qualified for that welfare, you mean?
I didn't get
Smells
any
like
welfare.
Santorum in here. What's going on?
Dork's getting on his liberal soapbox.
No, libertarian, actually.
Oh, the same thing.
What? Pull yourself up by your bootstraps?
Yeah,
Yes,
Girk's
something.
bragging about how he's living on the lam with his fucking unpaid student loans.
I paid them off. I don't have them anymore, but for like 10 years, I didn't pay them at all. Like, I had a
he's a welfare
job,
queen.
and I had money to pay them, but I wanted to spend my money on fun things.
Welfare queen.
Wait. Do we have anything in our operations agreement or our company contract against what is it? Moral turpitude? Is that what it is?
No, we
Moral
don't.
turpitude. Moral terpenes.
No. Yeah, moral turpitude, a legal concept in the United States until 1976 in Canada that refers. So Canada doesn't even have moral turpitude anymore because they're all godless sodomites. But it refers to an act or behavior that gravely violates the sentiment or accepted standard of the community. It's basically if you murder a hooker, then the contract is null and void.
Oh yeah,
you
we
have
specifically
committed-
disincluded that from our agreement.
We did
Yeah.
because we're also godless sodomites.
Yeah, I know.
Well, it was in direct contradiction with the hammer clause. So
To face suspension, one of us has to commit a Class A felony and be convicted of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the caliber of person we are. We're all like, all right, let's make sure we make this high enough that we're not likely to do it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it was important,
And
right?
we
Because
stopped at Class A felony.
well, if we start getting charged like by the SEC for violating rules, then we need to be able to plead no contest and pay the fine. Or at least that was the reasoning at the time.
But now we can't just kick a person off the board if they get a speeding ticket because we don't like them.
Yeah, I know. Why would we need to do that?
Because I don't know.
I don't want to get rid of anybody. You guys are my friends.
Maybe someday you end up hating me and you want my bips.
Wait.
Then I just
Dirk,
kick you
where
off
did
the
you
board.
get-
I don't need you to get a speeding ticket.
Where did you get your cool little background thing? Is that ours?
Where? Which one?
On your pickle guy. He's got like the blue and
No, I got it. I got
Oh.
it from Discord. Discord gave it to me for points.
oh, you got points. Fancy.
Silly dork, thinking I wouldn't be friends with him.
I don't know.
It's crazy talk.
He still wants
don't
us to be his
know.
dads.
I know.
We can't be his friend. We have to guide him through life.
I can't stop him from remodeling his kitchen. I want to stop him, but I don't think I'm going to be able to.
I think it would be. I don't know if I could ever meet Dork's dad because to be like, "Hi, I'm Dork's other dad."
Hello, fellow father.
You're my surrogate dad, okay?
I said other. Oh, sorry. I've been power washing.
Did you guys see retail sales? They kind of sucked. But they revised June up, which made July look even worse.
It's all just a measure of inflation.
I know.
I'm still convinced we've been in a recession since 2003. Or sorry, 2023.
I mean, probably.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Retail sales were flat.
That doesn't sound right.
Month over month, 0.5.
That's not flat.
Well, flat month over month, like in terms of
That's
month over
like-
month increase.
0.5%?
Yeah.
That's 6% a year, dude.
Yeah.
That ain't flat.
I'm expecting 20%, bro.
That would be insane.
That's what's going to happen when all the manufacturing comes to America, bro. We're all going to be buying like crazy, hand over fist.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that would be an actual supply shock inflation. Unlike COVID, which was demand shock from printing a shitload of money and had nothing to do with supply.
I've got some fun charts for you guys. Do you want to see
do it.
them?
Did you guys already talk about your hot PPI?
No, I mean,
kind of goes without saying.
I did before you guys got on.
It was so hot. It was so beautiful.
We're the hottest country. If you just
you
measure
know-
inflation.
Do you know the best part? I don't think it has anything to do with tariffs. I think it has everything to do with immigration.
Do you know the best way to get inflation down?
Allow a
War.
lot of people to immigrate. What? War? No.
War. Yeah, that's a great way to get inflation down. Send people to die.
No, it isn't. Oh,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
That would inflate because it creates demand pressure for labor. It also gives the government an
But
excuse
consumer
to
spending
spend a
collapses.
shitload of money.
Savings go up.
Prices don't.
Can't spend money when you're in a trench.
The American
What's your wife,
consumer
man?
spends 95% of their
What
disposable
about
income,
what about
no
during
matter what.
what about during World War II?
No matter what. I don't know. I haven't looked back that far. Do we even have DPI back then?
I don't know.
I'm not interested in AI mode, Google. Eat my balls.
So Trump's
Personal
trying to give
savings rate.
Intel all of the money from the CHIPS Act. Okay, here's the cool charts.
I mean, it's not possible. The money's already, a lot of it's already been appropriated. Ooh. It's a lot of cuts.
We do need a lot of cuts, don't we?
Have you seen Kung Pao Fist?
I was trying to
He's
tell
like, "Well, how
Dork
the pound of
that
nuts
RRP is almost empty, and Dork didn't care.
Oh, yeah, that's going to be really interesting. Is it empty yet? It's so close.
It's at like 33 billion.
Okay, it was at 28 the last time I looked. It was like a nuts hair away.
Well, we're gonna come up on end of month, so we'll get a little spike, but I think I said this at Pickles Picks like a long time ago. I think September, but by like September, mid-September, we see the repos drained.
So
Okay.
September OPEX crash.
Seems like a good
So-
time, right? We go to QT or QE, Fed cuts down to 3%, and
You think so? That would be insane.
and then the market goes to 0.
So I posted a short clip in here in the first 6 seconds if you watch it. But instead of "that's a lot of nuts," that's a lot of cuts.
Oh, here, I should show people on the stream the cool charts.
I haven't watched that movie in forever.
I don't think I've ever seen that movie.
You've never seen that movie?
No.
Dude. It's pretty awful, but it's pretty funny. It's all just like horribly dubbed.
Wait, do you see this
What is
question?
what is an FMS investor, and why do 91% of them say the market's overvalued?
These are Bank of America's surveys. They're fund manager surveys.
Oh. Yeah, but fund managers are irrelevant now.
Why?
It's all
They-
leverage, baby.
Whose leverage do you think it is?
Your mom's?
No, I wish. My mom's never had $1 trillion in leverage. My
Well,
life
here's
would have
their
been so
problem.
much better.
Their cash level is steady at 3.9%. So they all think it's overvalued, but none of them want to sell.
Did you see the price to book value of SPX?
Not yet. Is it all-time high? I think
Yeah,
I've seen it.
it's a 5.3x.
Nice.
And this is where rates need to be in order to stabilize interest payments.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
only buy
3.1%,
emerging
that's
market
about
stock
right.
from now on.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I've been saying that high interest rates are stimulative. Anything over 3.1% is just dumping deficits into the economy.
Yeah.
Stimulating.
Did you see the increase in deficits after Trump's doctored numbers faded?
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
no,
the deficit
I
bump
told
was
everybody
wild.
remember last month they were like, "Oh, there's a surplus of like $20 billion or something like that."
Yeah, we called
And
bullshit.
I took one look at it and said, "Oh, they just didn't like They just did some account hand waving so they didn't post like all the spending this month, so it'll show up next month. And surprise, here it is. So take this number, divide it by 2, and that's how much the deficit was for each month.
So this
last month and this month.
these two charts kind of blow my mind. The last two I posted, 91% of fund managers surveyed said that U.S. equities are overvalued, which is a record high.
Yeah.
And yet they're at 3.9% cash holdings.
Right. That's why it's so high.
Which, yeah.
None of them want cash.
But here's the thing. Basically, you have everybody long as fuck a market that they have no conviction in.
Yeah.
So when this dumps, it's going to dump so hard and so fast. This is what happened at the top of the dot-com bubble, by the way.
It's gonna
Everybody
be awesome,
just kept buying because they didn't know what else to do with the money. And then the second there was just the smallest misstep, they just dumped everything. Because they were like, run away. Or 1929.
Although it's interesting, though, because there's been a lot of missteps lately. ChatGPT 5 was a total dud. Like, you think that would be like, oh, shit. Like, it's not getting any better.
I saw Sam Altman backtracking real hard last week. He was pedaling backwards so fast that he was.
I've already heard him quoted saying ChatGPT 6 is going to solve physics and science. So he's already pushed it back a whole GPT.
Oh, nice. Wasn't that supposed to be like 4.0? I thought 4.0 was.
I was told that 4.0 was already PhD level intelligence. Do you want to know who the people are that come up with new physics and new science? PhD students.
Yeah.
Where are my PhD level intelligence? I hire PhDs. I would love a PhGPT.
Wait, a PhD GPT?
PhDPT.
Yeah.
I don't know. All I know is that it's horseshit. Anyway, I think everybody's starting to show up. Like, it's starting to show up as horseshit. Like, a lot of the big companies are starting to say, this investment's not working out. I got to find that survey. Hold on.
No. The big companies have no choice. They have to keep spending capex on AI because what if someone else beats them to the punch? This is the most beautiful collapse of U.S. monopolies that has ever been orchestrated, and it will go until its very inevitable end. And I'm here for every second of it. It's time to start issuing 20, 30, and 50-year debt from all of the Mag 7 so that they can compete with each other for an industry that makes no money. It's like all of Silicon Valley and idiocracy wrapped into one beautiful little gift. And in the meantime, I already told Dork that they're gonna blow fucking corporate credit spreads so wide, issuing their $5 trillion in data center debt, that they're gonna collapse the US Treasury market.
Oh yeah, the Treasury. That's one of the reasons why Dork should be more interested in on RRP draining, because that is literally money on the sidelines to buy bills.
Yeah, and doesn't Besant have to issue like another trillion in the next half with no liquidity?
He's got to sell a shitload, and of course it's going to be all bills. It's going to be interesting.
I'm going to bookmark this stream for when I'm completely wrong.
What? Which part?
None of it. I don't say things I think I'm wrong about. Usually. I did say some insulting things about Dork's bread that were probably untrue. But yeah, I was jealous that his bread was getting more attention than V3.
Have you ever tried Dork's bread?
No, have you?
So you have no idea. You can't speak to it.
I can't. at all.
I'd say it's a solid 7.56 out of 10.
So it's
I don't
probably
even
a
know what that
6.
means.
I don't
It's
know.
pretty good.
Like,
I mean, like, it's not underbaked or anything.
I feel like you're giving it extra points because you put your soul into it.
I mean, no, I just think that the baseline for decent bread is just that it's like it's edible. Like once you're below 5, you're only eating it to be polite.
Is Mike Judge going to direct the next Big Short? No, it's just going to be a South Park episode. Should I go long the video?
What? Who said? Who asked that?
Me.
Ew.
I know, but well, if everyone's going to start
Second you go
issuing,
long, it's gonna pop.
yeah, I know. Well, everyone's going to issue debt, and then they're going to give that money to Nvidia. Oh, fine. I'll just stay long energy. Damn.
Here you go.
Although maybe I could short energy and just take the bet on the collapse of society as we know it. Why would I go long CoreWeave? CoreWeave is just a debt engine intended to.
Yeah. Did you see the their latest earnings? It was disgusting. They made so much money and they spent all of it on like
Well, hold on.
debt.
They took some of that money and paid off old debt so they can refinance new debt so they can stay alive longer until someone wants to buy them out. Probably Oracle.
God.
Oracle needs to snap up some cloud compute competitors.
Do they?
No.
I think we have
But
plenty of
yes.
chip.
But yes, they do. Both yes and
Also,
no.
I think it's funny that Elon Musk and Mark Zuckerberg are like half of that chip market, and it's like they're just doing nothing with it.
Oracle is currently
Although I did-
trading at 56x price to earnings. So if they wanted to buy CoreWeave right now, it would basically be free.
Although I did find out while I was home with the personal matters that my father has a subscription to Grok,
Oh no.
mostly for the AI waifu.
Oh, okay. Thank God. And if he's just using it to
Yeah.
jerk off, like that's none of our business.
No, he likes it.
Like it's his friend?
He like I don't know. He asks it questions. Anyway, my brother is
Is your
an
mom
alternative
still
medicine
around?
person. Yeah.
Oh, okay. How's she feel about that?
I haven't asked her. I don't think she has an opinion.
Oh, alright.
She really just doesn't care about AI anything. But yeah, I turned it against them. I was like, put all of this medication that he's taking into Grok and see what it says about mixing all this together. Grok didn't like it. So then all of a sudden they're just like, wait a minute, maybe he's taking too much medicine. Yeah. So I used Grok against them.
Nice.
I see.
How do you feel about Grok versus the other models?
It is equally as stupid.
Yep. I
They're
tried a fun experiment with AI like last weekend. I gave it a pool of magic cards and told it to build a deck. AI is really bad at magic. So bad. Like just stupid noob.
Well, it hasn't been trained on magic.
Why?
You have
It's
to
part of the internet.
reinforcement. You have to reinforcement learn it. You have to like
It
make
can't-
it play a billion games of magic.
It doesn't even know how the like cards interact.
Yeah, you have to put all those rules in.
It has them.
Yeah,
I asked it.
but
I said, do you
yes,
understand
it has
magic?
the words, but it doesn't know. It can't like create algorithms based on the words because it doesn't know anything.
So you're saying
Just
it's dumb?
words. It's not smart or dumb. It's just an index of the internet. It's a search tool with compression and random number generators mixed in to make the output appear to be unique and often wrong.
Perfect. Why don't we query
Yeah.
all of our databases randomly?
Oh, because we need things to be correct. We need to have like a consistent world model that
Do we?
is predictable and based on,
Facts?
realistic observations of the world that persist throughout time and space.
I see through
I don't know.
$200 that says otherwise.
Yeah, honestly, JFresh,
Oh my
the
god, does my
standard
little
of
thing spin when
coherence
I
is
talk?
eroding quickly. Does it? I don't see it
Oh my
spinning.
god, it does. Look, when I'm talking, it spins.
Does.
And then it
What?
stops when I stop talking.
I don't see that.
This is amazing.
We need to study this for science.
Yeah, that way we have we can model it.
Speaking of AI, Nvidia earnings are this week, right?
Yes.
Thursday?
Mm-hmm.
That'll be fun.
Yeah. Or disappointing. I wonder if they're going to now. Okay, so I actually want to talk about this. So Nvidia has been pricing in all of the capex that they're now finally getting some of for 2 years. What are they going to price in from here forward? And are there bribes to the US government going to affect their revenues? Also, is Trump going to announce 300% chip tariffs before or after Nvidia earnings?
Well, the bribe to Trump doesn't matter because China has basically told all of the Chinese companies not to buy any Nvidia chips
Because they already
and
have them.
one of them. No, well, yeah, one, they already have them, but two, they don't want to end up like Jack Ma and buy more when Dear Leader told them to stop. So nobody's going to pay that 15% export tax
Yeah.
because nobody's buying N20s. Also, the N20 doesn't exist. Changed my mind.
Wait, I thought it was just 4 of the other ones stuck together.
Or no, is it H20?
H-
Not N20. I don't know
the
why I'm
H20.
calling it N20. H20. H20 doesn't exist. It's an H100 that's just been artificially, quote unquote, nerfed. But
What if it's just 1/5 of the H100 physically?
like they just cut the board
Yeah.
into fifths?
Yeah.
But
That's what they
How's
did
that?
with the other. That's the H100 is the other one glued together to 4 more of them. So why wouldn't the H20 be just 1/5 of an H100? And so you have to buy 5 of them to get a full one.
I don't know. I
Yeah.
don't think the H20 exists, so I don't know.
It doesn't, because the minimum order size is 5, and then you buy 5, you get an H100.
No. I
Why
think
not?
they just say, we'll sell the H20
That's a.
and nobody buys it because they just smuggle in the H100.
I know it sounds silly, but that's a real loophole. The Department of
I don't know. I
Commerce.
think
The
that,
Department of
I
Commerce.
think that,
The Department of Commerce banned the sale of H100s to China, but they didn't.
yeah.
They didn't ban the gifting of H100s to China. So if you buy,
I mean,
if
it's
you
all going
just,
through like
so you
Taiwan
just
and Vietnam and
you just put an H20 in your order platform, and then when you buy 5 H20s, which is the minimum order size, Nvidia gives you a free H100, and then boom, you just went right around the Department of Commerce and their stupid rule.
gotta figure out. There's like one of the tiny Asian countries saw like an explosion of billions of dollars a quarter in chip imports. So obviously getting smuggled to Chinese companies.
Yeah.
They're all
Also,
buying, they are buying and bought H100s.
there's like multi-million-dollar businesses that have popped up in like Dubai and Saudi Arabia that are literally just buying the chips and then selling them to China.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's so obvious. Yeah.
Oh wait, Gilgamesh says he's seen the H20. It exists.
I
Is
don't
it
believe you.
is it 1/5 of an H100?
Wait, that's silly. It's not possible. There's not 5 unique chips on there. There's only 2, I think. Gilgamesh, I want to hear more. Under what circumstances did you see the H20?
Is it an H100 with a small little screw and a wire attached to it that if you remove it, it becomes functionally an H100?
I'll be right back. Save it when you get the answer. Wait for me to get back. Before
You saw it in a data center in China?
Did you like?
Here?
Did you see it, or did somebody just say? And there are H20s.
Yeah, did someone just point at a box and go, that's an H20?
I need somebody who's familiar with the H100 architecture to like look at the
Wait.
H20 board and say, "Oh, that's different."
Somebody did just point at a box and say that's an H20.
Beautiful. I'll be right back.
Why was it here? You could buy H100s here. Who's buying the nerfed version? Unless it's functionally the same as the real thing. It's not a box, a computer stack. But it was like on a rack, right? On a shelf. In a box. I'm out of my depth. I probably said too much. Maybe that was the only way to get the CCP to buy the H100 was to sell it for less money and say it was nerfed. I did read like the Department of Commerce, like the thing I outlined is actually a real way of getting around the ban on chip exports. You just sell 5 H20s. And when you buy 5, you receive 1 free H100.
That's not how it works. I'm pretty sure there's only 2 chips on the board. So you could at most split it into 2.
No, it doesn't. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that like to get around the Department of Commerce restriction, all you need to do is make up a chip called an H20, sell 5 of them, and gift a free H100 with the purchase of any 5 H20s. And then you're no longer selling anybody the H100.
Interesting.
It's like it's not a very well written restriction. Like,
But also Nvidia doesn't like sell direct to people, right? They sell to suppliers who sell it.
yeah, sure, but like the suppliers don't want to violate the agreement either, so they just do the same thing. Nvidia just has to make up a product in their catalog called an H20. It doesn't have to actually exist. Like they don't have to fabricate the H20.
I just want to say I really appreciate that you're entertaining my conspiracy theory.
You're welcome.
It makes me know that you care.
Of course. I'm saying you're not wrong. Like that does get around the restriction.
I know, but I might be wrong.
You could be, but it's valid. It's a valid way of being wrong. Because
I'm just saying,
it's a
they
realistic
picked the
loophole.
perfect name to make it impossible to search for on Google because you just get stuff about water.
Buy this Pokemon card and get an H100 free. Yeah, and then you're no longer selling the CCP H100s. They're just taking advantage of a promotional offer.
Smart.
Smart. This is how we convinced Dork to work for Gamma Strike. We're like, if you do 5,000 hours of labor, we'll buy you 2 chicken quesadillas.
Literally anything.
Still waiting
but
on that
pay.
second one.
Listen, if you do
We'll try
5,000
anything
more,
to keep Dork, except for paying him.
if you do 5,000 more hours of labor, we'll bump it to 3. We have fun.
One day.
Yeah, we can't afford
One day
3
somebody will
chicken
sell some
quesadillas right
services.
now, but
Wait, are we just doing what all of the other AI companies are doing? Are we just giving away compute to people
are we?
at under cost?
Shit. No,
We should raise our prices.
don't do that to me. I don't want to raise the prices. I want to have cheaper prices than everyone else.
Well, yeah.
I mean, yeah, I know we have some wiggle room. We're fine.
I
We
say
don't-
we double it and see how many of our current subscribers cancel.
Just as like a test.
Exactly half.
Yeah, and then the people who cancel, we ban them for life, and then we drop the price 20% below the original price forever.
These are the games I play with the pigeon whales. I finally added value to the pigeon whale tier.
Ooh,
Now-
what does it do?
So now during the trading day, anytime I think of like a random position that I want to take and I decide to throw money away, I just save that position and post it to the pigeon whale chat.
Ooh.
Yeah, so it's like a stream of consciousness Gurks trades. And they're all up. It's insane. They're like 100% win rate over the last week. I also got free puts on Friday, which was dope. I sold a 85-80 calendar spread before the market close on Thursday. So I got a $1,500 discount on all my 80 puts at market open each. And then those went $30 in the money. And then I realized that I posted that trade and not a single person in there can sell naked puts. So I felt bad about that for a second. And then I didn't.
Interesting.
STD Slot Machine says, I actually make money now. I'm not scared of GS increases. Wait, aren't you one of the beta subs? Your price is locked in for life. Speaking of which, don't forget beta subs. You're going to be renewing soon.
Oh, don't remind him.
Why? Well, they
All
have to
sales are
update.
final.
They have to update their credit cards. Otherwise, me and Nuke are gonna spend like 3 weeks like directly emailing each of them, and they're like, "I can't sign up again. This is bullshit. You told me it was for life." Yeah, Cobra's not signing up again because he's poor.
We also banned him.
Yeah, well, the ban doesn't go into effect until his full year is up because we do have to commit to our agreement. He just doesn't know it's going into effect. Well, except we just told him.
Contracts are inconvenient.
What?
What?
Keep this greasy in the DMs. It's been a year, almost. Getting very close. Beginning of September. Well, beginning of September after we had to refund everybody and then charge them all over again.
Yep.
That was wild.
That was fun, yeah.
Fun's an interesting word for it.
Thanks, first transaction provider.
Yeah, that was the best. They're like,
Yeah.
whoa,
You
you
know-
guys made too much money too fast. We don't trust you.
Yep.
We should have
Now
known
we
when they
know
were
everybody.
fucking Canadian.
Now we know why everybody just uses Stripe.
I'm just saying, I'm the only one with any integrity because I didn't subscribe to Pigeonwheel to get beta because I knew I could never maintain it. That's not integrity. That's just a lack of self-confidence
And the lack of money.
and money. Yeah, that's just poor and unconfident. Is that
okay.
a byproduct of
We're not-
poor?
I don't want to pressure people. They don't have to buy it if they don't want it.
No, but they could have gotten it at a 50% discount
Yeah.
for life.
It's expensive to be poor.
It's true. Yeah, opportunity cost.
All right. Baby farms?
No, we got to talk about direction of the
Predictions.
market, predictions. Yeah, what did you think about all the call leverage falling off? With the put leverage not going anywhere, but the put leverage out of the money falling off really hard. Like all of the put leverage shifted to at the
That's
money.
a run-on sentence. Give me a second.
I got excited.
Let's see.
Did I win?
Oh my god. I have so many changes I want to make to the macro page. It's unusable.
More importantly, did I win?
I think so. I know I didn't win. Unless I won, and then of course I won.
I'm pretty sure I won. I was $50 off.
I was like $100 off, I think. Yeah. No, it's like $75 off.
I just knew we'd do the annoying incessant grind upwards, so I just said up another $100.
Rise and grind. I am underwhelmed by this OPEX. To answer your question,
It's because it's the August
It's
OPEX. It's
delicious.
always shitty.
nothing ever happens, and this OPEX is the lamest OPEX I've ever seen.
I think that the thinning of gamma near spot is more significant than it was following the June OPEX. Like gamma near spot stayed pretty solid after June OPEX. This one, not so much. What about
Honestly,
seasonality?
everything kind of looks like we're going to continue to melt up into September OPEX. Seasonality isn't the variance is larger than the mean.
Listen,
That's what we say
FinTwit
whenever somebody says seasonality.
FinTwit has told me repeatedly that VIX is seasonally high this time of the year.
The variance is larger than the mean.
But it looks good if you lay one chart over the other.
The variance is larger than the mean.
No, I know. Yeah, seasonality is bullshit, everyone. We're playing around. No one here believes in seasonality, and you guys shouldn't either unless you're retarded.
Now, I do believe in people leave for the summer and trading is really light and boring and awful in the summer.
Ooh. Are you talking about the reason for VIX seasonality? That's because low liquidity leads to wider bid-ask spreads, which in turn causes increases in variance and volatility.
You're a seasonality.
Penis.
Whoa. That escalated quickly.
Dirk called me a seasonality, which means I'm not
did.
real.
You're damn right.
Fun thing. You want to know something fun?
I'm all ears.
IBIT options chain made it into the top 20 delta.
Of course it did.
Bitcoin.
Yeah, am I supposed to be surprised?
Just great. I was just excited to see it make it to the top 20.
Yeah.
That's kind of insane.
I mean, and that quickly too, right? I mean, how long has IBIT existed for?
Since the beginning of 2024.
Yeah, so 8 months.
Since the beginning of 2024.
Oh, so a year and 8 months?
Yeah.
It only took NVIDIA, what, 15 years?
So what?
Being top 20 of Delta?
It's currently got more delta than QQQ. That's just so crazy to me. Nvidia has more delta on the chain than QQQ.
Excuse me, NVIDIA.
It's Nvidia.
There's no E. Or I. There's no vowel. You can't pronounce N as in. It's just a capital letter.
The letter in Nvidia.
The letter N. They should have just spelled it NVIDIA if that's what they want. Like,
They did. It's short for Nevada.
oh, fuck you.
Dork lives in Reno, Nvidia.
Yes.
What's this one? I don't know what that is.
I have a lot of really obnoxious ones that I'm not going to play.
Let's see. MicroStrategy is number 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, number 11.
What should I do with MicroStrategy? Am I supposed to go long when Bitcoin crashes? Because that's what it looks like.
Well, yeah, because everybody right now is in the MNAV trade. Just
Yeah.
saying that MicroStrategy is trading at a multiple of its Bitcoin holdings, and so everybody's short MicroStrategy and long Buttcorn.
Mm-hmm.
And so when those start to converge, and it's now one of the lowest values it's been in a very long time. I think it's like it went below 1.4 on Friday.
So you're telling me that selling puts on MicroStrategy is in fact free money?
It's hard to say because
with enough theta.
Both of them could still go way down.
Simultaneously, though?
Yeah. So, but I think at some point when everybody tries to get out of the MNAV trade, that MicroStrategy will go up and Buttcorn will collapse.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Guys are ridiculous.
They were too much fun.
Why was that one a guy in a wheelchair?
It's from a video gaming Discord, and I think the whole idea is that when you perform really badly in, like, say, a 1v1, you are, I don't know, perhaps you're handicapping yourself.
'Cause there is no cock like horse cock. Send your asshole in.
I hate you all. Let's get this wrapped up.
Yeah,
I just
take
started
it down.
playing
Let's go.
Claire Obscure.
No, wait, say more serious things about the market. Tell us more about the paired dispersion trade between NSTR and Buttcorn.
While you guys are just making fart noises.
It's perfect. You should just start playing those randomly during your lectures. And, like, act like you don't know what's going on.
You know, this is not a great look for me because I spent a lot of time calling Dan Ives like a clown. But here I am trying to talk about markets with farts going off around me.
This is a very serious stream, okay?
Yeah, this is the
a very serious stream of farts.
This is the epitome of macro market analysis. Here, this is the peak. It's us, the three of us, just constantly 2 years ahead of things.
Yes.
Yeah.
If only we could just remember that we're always wrong right now, but always right over time, we'd be a lot richer.
I hate that Gary
It
Marcus
was at
is
this
getting all
moment that he
the
knew he fucked up.
Gary Marcus is getting all the high fives for being right about AI for 2 years, and
Not you.
Not you.
where's my high five?
Have you tried to butt into his newly found fame?
No, but he just recently retweeted me and was just like, I was saying that too. More high fives, guys.
It sounds.
Where's my high five? Basically,
Yeah.
it's okay. He earned it, but I earned it too. But he can have it.
Ask Jeeves just tried to call me on Discord and then left me an audio message.
You see, Jay Fresh, everyone remembers Albert Einstein, but no one remembers
are you doing?
Herman Minkowski.
Did you
All
just
right.
make that name up?
No.
Because I've never heard of Herman Minkowski.
Minkowski.
Who's this guy?
To be
It
fair,
looks
we already
pretty
had
cool.
a crash, and very few of us are richer. That's because
think
you
it
all
was-
went short the bounce, and then
He was the guy
overheld.
who basically invented the calculus of curved manifolds.
Oh.
Why would that person
Yeah, you
have
see?
money?
Come over here and kiss me on my hot mouth. I'm feeling romantic.
Yeah, like so like space time is a Minkowski metric.
As
Right, it's a whole-
Minkowski space-time. All right.
Yeah, you see? Yeah, but no one knows who the fuck he is. Ever remembers Einstein? Okay, you're like the Minkowski to Gary Marcus's Einstein. Okay, the people who matter know and they care. Okay.
I think he's trying to feed me sound bites, but I'm not going to play them. All right.
All right.
Predictions. It's predictions time. That was the sound.
Let's do it. Did I win?
Thanks, producer Ron.
Minkowski died of appendicitis.
Did you win? I don't know what you bet.
Yeah, he died in like 1930 or something, didn't he? Or 20?
1909.
You
Yeah,
bet a price
yeah,
that
they didn't
never
have appendix
happened.
stuff.
But yeah, you won.
Yeah, it never happened, but I was the closest.
I hate
And
the
right
way
at
we
the
do
end too, I
this.
was wrong all week, and then I was totally right.
I was right for one day.
I was right for 15
No.
minutes.
0 days.
No, end of day.
Oh, all
For a
right.
brief moment, my line crossed price.
That's true.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, for one candle. Okay.
You had the straight up part right.
Yeah, it's exactly right. So my next prediction is going to be a little more interesting.
Ooh.
I put a lot of thought into this one.
Is it straight down?
So
Was it flat and then
first-
straight down at FOMC minutes?
So
I should stop
what day
giving
is
you
FOMC minutes
ideas.
again? Was that Thursday?
I believe it's Wednesday.
Wednesday. Okay.
And that's when
So-
Jackson Hole is as well.
Okay.
So it's
this is
minutes.
starting
Minutes, and then those minutes will be applied to the hole.
Okay, on the whole.
Yeah.
Okay. So in that case, my prediction for the week is we are going to, let's just say, open flat, because I don't know necessarily whether we're going to gap up or down.
Okay.
Probably up, but let's keep things neutral here, okay? So on Monday we are going to close at 64.50.
That's flat. Okay.
And then on Tuesday, we are going to close at 64.50.
Going to kill you.
I hate it when he does this. He thinks it's so funny.
And then on Wednesday, we are going to close at 6,400.
Okay, that's interesting.
And then on Thursday, we are going to close at
64.50.
6,430.
Ooh.
And then on Friday, we are going to close at 62.75.
Jesus. Aggressive. What's happening on Friday?
That's just my aggregate prediction. I just wanted to make you draw a bunch of lines for no reason.
Thanks. You could have just said 62.75.
I could have, but that's
Yeah,
not as
no, I
entertaining
know.
for me.
I know. Less fun.
I get my sick kicks from making you toil because you make me toil so fucking much. I get this one little thing, Girk. Don't take it away from me.
It's all yours. J-Fresh?
Can I go? Okay. Thursday afternoon, we're going to close at 65.20.
Wait, we don't close on Thursday afternoon. So just Thursday noon or 12:30? 65.20?
Thursday at market close.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
65.30.
30. And then Friday close 63.70.
Ooh. You guys are so bearish. This would be the best way to fuck over the pickle jar. I like where your head's at. Okay. I'm just gonna draw a line. Oh wait, that's the wrong line. I think I'm just gonna do like not. There. I'm gonna be less
Alright.
bearish than you guys.
Cool. Let me take a screenshot so that you can make your adjustments.
I like how you get annoyed at that he does, and the irony is completely lost on what you do to us every week.
It doesn't get lost on me, Jay Fresh. I hope you know that. All right, and
Wednesday, FOMC minutes and everything's on Wednesday, not Thursday. San Al Qaib.
Thursday.
What's on Thursday? Existing home sales? Guys. Hear me out. What if existing home sales comes in at 0?
Why would it?
Why not?
Boomers are always going to trade houses.
It'd be cool. I'd personally really like for that to happen.
The housing market is cooked, though.
I know, it's super fucked. They're predicting it's gonna get better this last month. Not only that, it's cooked in its seasonally highest period. Like, this is usually when home sales are the best. End of summer, and it's just been
price drops.
Uber fucked. Yeah, not only price drops, but like the liquidity increases in like the housing markets or inventories going way up really fast. And that's even with like 40% of sellers pulling their home off the market after 3 months.
Yep.
Can't wait till the real estate agents are bankrupt. What a useless job. Sorry, real estate agents in the audience. I hope you find a more meaningful career.
Oh, shit.
What? You professional show and tell? Like, what is the job? There is no job there. I have a real estate license. Did you know that?
Ew.
Yeah, it took like fucking 40 minutes to pass their stupid test.
Wait, when is Nvidia's earnings? Is it
But
on
Girk, do you have
Wednesday?
a professional photo of you with your arms crossed, leaning back a little bit, with a weird, goofy, extremely fake smile?
No, I actually had my lawyer write my former employer a letter to remove that photo.
Ah. I posted the dot plot to the
Is
SPX
Nvidia
channel.
not this?
Can you pin it,
hold
Girk?
on. Am I wrong? Nvidia's not this week. Shit, it's next week.
Is it next week?
Well, I guess I have to stick with my
No, change your prediction based on your
Well-
misinformation.
65.30 end of week.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can. And now Dork gets to take his second photo.
Second
Take that,
photo I've ever
Dork.
taken in my life.
JFresh is gonna win now because he did that. He's
Just
gonna
going straight
beat my
up.
yeah. Well, he fucked my slightly more bullish prediction.
So we're just gonna blast through the JPM caller. All right.
Actually.
Daddy.
All right, Dork, repost the new one.
Then you're gonna change yours.
Yeah, then I'm gonna change
Yeah,
mine.
but-
No, mine's fine. I'm perfectly happy.
All right, hold on. Let me get it. All right.
Nitu is getting inundated with Aura King Salmon because he's a pigeon whale. You're welcome. Now you know about how great it is. You can get ahead of the up pricing in the market. Why are you buying Asian eggs? Why are they say golden fertile eggs? Why are they so much money? Do they think their Japanese chickens are better than ours?
What is a Japanese chicken?
Same thing as a regular chicken. Except lives in Japan. They're trying to charge Nitu $13.99 for a dozen Asian eggs.
Don't do it. Need to.
I don't know. Have you ever seen those videos on YouTube of like Japanese chefs making okonomiyaki?
No.
Their eggs are so.
The only thing I watch
They're,
on
they're
YouTube
like
is you.
the yolks are like orange. Thanks.
All
man.
right, got the second one up there, Girk. If you want to pin it. And
Oh
then
my
you
God,
can
no,
change
hold
your
on, I'm-
Prediction.
Trying not to blush right now, Dork. Calm down.
The Uncle Ruckus.
Yeah, that's perfect. I'll pin it. I'm also gonna delete your prior one because you put my face on it. You put my face in both of them, you
You put
bitch.
your face in it.
My face is just on the screen.
I've censored it, okay? No one's gonna know it's actually you.
I love what Drake made. I need to. I wonder if I digitally give myself a lazy eye if my predictions will be more accurate.
I don't know.
Does NVIDIA have a feature for that? I want an AI lazy eye.
We need like a AI like glaucoma eye, right? Like the gray one or whatever.
No. It just needs to be. It just needs to be like my eyelid doesn't. It's like my one eyelid needs to be like that. But ideally, like the inside of the eyelid. Yeah.
Hmm. I mean, you could just take a screenshot of that and then just use that instead of actually having to alter it, and you just put this over there. Right?
But I need it to move.
Not really. I mean, kind of. But you can animate that picture, right? And then you're good.
YouTube can't see your price chart. What price chart? Oh my god, is it 442? Fuck you guys. I'm leaving. I can't believe this has gone on this long. Wait, do we need to have any discussions about anything important?
What color Lambo we're gonna use?
That we're gonna pool our
for-
money together and buy used?
Yeah, for the Gamma Strike Invitational when we go golfing at the Putt Putt mini golf course.
We're not gonna have it at Mar-a-Lago?
Oh. I mean, I didn't. I thought we were just gonna go to like Sunsplash or something.
No, well, we need government subsidies.
That's true. That's true. That's why I picked Sunsplash.
Yeah. Yeah, no
Yes.
problem. I can't believe this went on for 3 hours.
I know.
I can't do this anymore.
Yeah, baby farms.
Have a good one, guys.
Yep. All right, see ya.
Later.
Thanks for having us, bud.
If you guys need to reach out to me about anything before Pickles picks tonight, I'll be around. You could DM me, but don't DM me. You know, if you're not like a dillionaire, because yeah. What's the mood I'm in today? And if you're a pigeon whale, why haven't you DM'd me? Anyway. Yeah, I think that's it. I'll have Pickles picks out probably at like 4 in the morning, and then I'll see you guys at like 11 o'clock tomorrow. I hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend. You too, Jen. See you tomorrow, guys. Later.